I had to triple up. What up was Don?
Same with here.
So brothers, let's get right into this versus video.
Yes.
This is the PG1 from Nike versus
the AD NXT.
Word. Let's hop right in. Start with the traction. You have a fish scale, some type of fish scale traction pattern. He likes to fish. PG.
Yes.
Good for him. And this is a solid in this version. There's also, you know, semi-translucent in other versions, whatever. Always try to get a solid. That's kind of what we do. Traction is good.
Very good.
And there's not really much else to say.
Yes.
No outdoor use for this.
Yes. Okay, on the AD NXT, or I'm just gonna call it the NXT. Traction. Okay, stopping power is definitely not as good as the PG1. The PG1 stops way harder, even on a clean court. Dust-wise, dust gets stuck on this way more than the PG1 solid rubber outsole. So PG1 wins in the dust department also. Outdoor use, they both are not good, so don't use them outdoors.
Yeah.
So obviously the PG1 wins traction-wise. They stop way harder, and for a guard, you should get PG1's better. But I guess if you're just like kind of playing as like a bigger dude, and you're not doing like as many crossovers and like cuts and stuff, they're both good.
Yeah.
All right,
moving on to the cushion. In the PG1 we have full length Phylon. You do have a zoom unit, bottom loaded zoom unit in the forefoot. I can feel it a little bit. Somewhere a little lighter, like Sam can't really feel it, right? And it's a nice cushion. You still feel pretty low to the ground. You still get a good amount of response. The heel is pretty dead. Really not much impact protection there. You're looking at polar opposites as far as heel goes.
Yes.
Between these two, so keep that in mind. If heel cushion is important to you, you might want to go here because you want to explain this cushion.
Yeah. So the NXT has full length lunar line. It's a drop-in midsole, and you have a zoom unit bottom load into the lunar line. You can definitely feel the zoom unit, and your heel kind of sinks in. It feels pretty nice. Impact protection, I feel like it's the same because the forefoot is super thin in the NXT. And landing really hard, not the best impact protection for both of the shoes. Court feel, I feel like the NXT is a little bit better, but the PG1's still good. And responsiveness, they're both good. To be honest, I give it a tie. If you like the zoom in the heel, which I'm not really a huge fan of, where I'm not like, oh, that's so much better than the PG1. It doesn't really matter to me, so I'll give it a tie. But Don, you probably choose the NXT, right?
Yeah, I would, just because I seem to heel strike quite a bit. If you do heel strike, you're definitely going to feel it more. But you're going to feel way more cushion in the PG. So it's really all about preference. Do you want a little bit more cushion in your forefoot or in your heel, So there's that. Moving on to the upper / materials. In the PG1, you have a mesh in the forefoot. You have this nice forefoot strap that connects to some fly wire that actually does do some work. And in this colorway, there's a nice kind of synthetic suede feel. For a budget model, which this is, the materials are not bad by any means, but they're not really going to top the Flyknit in the Kobe's.
Yes, so the Kobe A.D NXT has a Flyknit material, and you have like a one booty upper with some foam backed mesh, and it feels a lot softer. Actually, the mesh does get soft, but the NXT just feels more premium and just better in hand. But on foot, they both feel soft. So I don't know. I guess the NXT wins by a little bit.
Yeah, it just is a more premium material.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of how it feels, I guess.
Yeah.
Now we're about to get into how it feels, because we're going to talk about fit. They're both one booty uppers, so you don't have a tongue in either of them. As far as the PG1 true to size, it does run a little bit narrow.
Pretty damn narrow, yes. Very small.
Right. And and then in the Kobe, it also runs a little bit narrow and does run a little bit long. Personally, the Kobe NXT fits my foot better, so I would go there.
For me, the PG1 fits a lot better. Alright, so I would say the PG1, I don't know, you have a narrow ass foot. I don't know why that fit isn't better for you.
It just doesn't hug as nice as the Kobe's. Kobe's always fit my foot.
It's
just
so
perfect.
weird. I think it's because they scale it up and down kind of weird, maybe. different shoes.
Right.
But like the PG one fits me really nicely, but since he has a size 14, maybe they kind of made it wider.
I mean, no, it's not crazy wide. I mean, it still fits good. Don't get me wrong. It still fits pretty good.
Yeah.
Just like, but something's up with Kobe's. I mean, they just literally designed it for my foot.
Yeah.
So, so there's that. Now moving on to support.
Tie.
Yeah, just tie it up. They're both not like the craziest supportive shoe, you know, but you don't really need that much support unless you're like a very large dude. Yeah, so call support a tie.
Yes.
Lockdown. All right, so Kobe's they usually have a strong point of lockdown. I've never had lockdown problems in a Kobe. And NXT is no different for me personally. I would go lockdown for the NXT.
Same.
Okay, cool. Now moving on to weight. They're both a 7.5. The Kobe's coming in at
11.8.
11.8.
And the PG one is 12.28.
12.28.
So 0.4 ounces.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same. What feels lighter, I'd say they feel the same.
I'd say the same too. Okay, now let's touch on durability real quick.
Same.
Same. Ventilation.
Same.
Aesthetics.
PG one for me.
PG. For sure.
Of course.
Well, let's wrap it up. There's a big price discrepancy here, to put it lightly. The PGs are 110.
This is 200, so basically twice the money, basically.
So, get the PGs.
Get the PGs.
Bottom line.
Price-wise, you can't even beat it. If it was the same price, I would still go with the PG ones for me because I love playing on the PG ones. What about you?
I would go with the Kobe's if they were the same price.
Really?
Yeah. But, I can't. That's too big a price point. And this is still a great shoe, in my opinion.
Yes.
So PG1 for the win. That's it. Hope we helped you guys out. If you do want to cop these, there's a link in the description below. We'll catch you in the next one. Soul Brothers. Later.